Oke, bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Alhamdulillahirrahmanirrahim. Wassalatu wassalamu ala asrofil anbiya wal mursalin wa ala alihi wa sahbihi ajma'in. Amma ba'd. Our last contender, ya, for today's thesis defense here, it will be Rizky, ya. Rizky, and then her thesis advisor is Mr. Hasanul Misbah, ya. And then the title of her thesis here, it is about the effect of English pop song in teaching listening, ya. Before we are going to start this thesis defense, let's recite Basmalah together. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Let's hope you will be able to answer all the questions, and then you can explain all of your thesis here in comprehensive way. Yeah, and okay, I'll start share screen. Come on, you may start now, please.
Okay,
Anna.
Mr.
Okay, can see it clearly?
Yeah, Mr.
Okay, come on.
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi.
My name is Rizky Febriani, and I would like to present about the effect of English pop song in teaching listening.
Okay.
The reason here why did I choose this title is because pop song can help students sharpen their listening skill that they have learned with a fun and interesting way. So it will help students to understand what is the meaning of any subject that will be taught, and also to support them in memorizing it. The theory here is about listening. Listening skill is a very important skill for hearing something from someone or something. This is the first art language skill that humans learn since they are born. It is developed before a child starts to speak, according to Makado. And the definition about English pop song is English pop songs have beautiful melodies and the lyrics are easy to receive by students since they live in an environment surrounded by pop music. This definition is according to Liao and Jiang. So the identification of the problem here are divided into four. The first is the models that usually used in learning process are mostly not interesting, as we know. And the second is students are getting bored of listening comprehension activity. And then students are lack of listening skill. And the last one is students had troubles in understanding the meaning of information in the recording. The method of the study here is where did I a time and place in SMKN 59 Jakarta, and I did this in 8 meetings. The method that I use is quantitative method with pre-experimental design. There are two variables here. The first one is independent. The independent variable is the effect of English pop song, and dependent variable itself is teaching listening. Yeah, here are the population and sample. The sample that I choose is in the 10th grade of multimedia 1, and I use only one group, pretest and posttest. Technique of collecting the data is also used pretest and posttest. And then the last one is technique of analyzing the data is using statistical calculating calculation. Sorry. Yeah, here is the diagram about pre and post test of experimental class result. The result for pre and post test, the result of student pre and post test here, they got 0 from pre-test and post-test, and then it classified into very poor. Therefore, the poor pre-test student, a student score is 22%, and the post-test is 0%. The enough classification pre-test student score is 70% and 0 in the post-test. And also in a good pre-test students result is 8%, and then post-test is 50%. In excellent classification, the students result post-test, they got 50%, and then for the pre-test, they got 0%. Yeah, here is uh, the T calculation result is 8.8, which means it's higher than T table, and the result is significant. And the last one is, Mr. Can I go on? The last one is about the conclusion. Based on the statistic calculation that we already seen, the result from pretest and posttest had a significant difference. It was proved by getting 2,052 total score of pretest and 2,171 total score of posttest. Then for men, pretest score got 68.11, and for men, posttest score got 88.09. Therefore, it could be concluded that the use of English pop song had a significant impact in students' listening ability on 10th grade of SMKN 59 Jakarta. Thank you very much.
Okay, thank you, Anna Rizky. Now let's start with your first slide. Yeah. Okay. So starting with your title here, the effect of English pop song in, what is it? What's
Teaching
wrong
listening.
with, yeah, song in teaching listening, yeah?
Yeah.
From your title here, it is English pop song. When we
Yes.
talk about English pop song, there are many pop song, yeah, that we can refer to. So starting from your title here, there are no specific pop song, especially in English here, that you're going to use for this research. Yeah. Uh, and then second one, for the reason here, I don't like the way that you read this kind of reason. What I need when you try to explain about the basic reasoning or the reason while conducting this research here, it should be, yeah, it should be on several kind of lists, not just reading all of this one. Yeah, so it seems like you are reading, not explaining the reason why that you decided to conduct this research. Now the first question, I want you to please try to come with your main reason, yeah, reasoning behind conducting this research. And then you don't have to read this one. Yeah, I want your elaboration about the basic reasoning behind choosing of this research. Come on, Anna.
Uh, the basic reason actually why did I choose this research method is because the first one is listening. Listening is very important skill that we have to learn first. And then why pop song? Because nowadays we live in the millennium era and mostly people are they listen pop song yeah, they listening to pop song every day, I guess. But and why I choose this method? Because this method according to me, this method is fun, is interesting, and then I could modify this method into an interest in while learning, in learning process. That's all.
Okay, it seems like you confuse in differentiating between method, strategy, media. Yeah, first you're mentioning pop song as a method, and then on the other, you're also mentioning pop song here as a media. So which one here the truth? Yeah, method, it is a strategy, or it is a media that you use? Come on, Anna.
The song itself is a media, but by the way how we listen to the song is a method, I think. Yeah, that's all.
Really?
Yes.
Hmm?
Yeah.
Okay, so the first that I already mentioned it to you, the choosing of pop song, it is a random one. Yeah, when you try to ask anyone, everyone, when you try to ask them a pop song, yeah, any song gonna come up, gonna pop up in their mind, right? So there are no specific kind of pop song here that you try to uh, deliver for your research. It is still, what is it? It is still a random kind of pop song. Yeah. When I ask you, okay, what is it? What kind of pop song here did you use exactly for your research? Can you mention it? Come on.
Yeah, I mean the pop song itself, I mean the popular one, the popular one in the millennium era, and they familiar with the song. That's all, mister.
Yeah, familiar. Yeah, pop
Popular.
song. Yeah. Do you understand? Pop song here is a popular song, or it is a part of genre in song. Yeah. So it will be very helpful if you try to mention what's wrong with my webcam.
Yes, it crashed.
Okay, wait a second. The previous one, it is the audio, and then now it is the webcam. What's wrong here? Okay, wait a second. Hello? Can you hear me,
Yeah,
Anna?
mister.
Okay, wait a second. Okay, I hope there will be no more problem, eh? Okay, so that will be my suggestion, Anna. Maybe you can choose the
Yes.
specific kind of song, and then you can put that one in your elaboration. Yeah. So it is not only pop song, because pop song there are a tons, there are million, there are tons of pop song. Yeah. So which pop song that you're going to
Exactly.
use? Yeah, that will be
Yeah.
questionable. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
And then next one, next one here, it is about your theory. Your theory, it is the same also. Yeah, you were not explaining, but you're giving a process, a result of reading. Now, I want you to please try to elaborate listening and an English pop song here. Come on, do not one more time. Do
Um.
not read it. Just try come with your explanation
Yes.
about listening and then English pop song.
Right.
Come on.
The definition of listening here um is the process when you try to communicate with something. It is process of hearing.
Hmm?
The definition of listening is process of hearing and delivering message from something into something. That's all. And then,
And then,
yeah, delivering message. And then English pop song is uh is a song that mostly has a popular kind of what what is that? What is it? Uh, blank, Mister. Sorry.
okay, come on. Your second chapter, it is also the same. It is not explaining, but you are reading. Yeah. And then for the identification of the problem here, it is the
Mm,
same also. When you try to put the models that usually used in learning process are mostly not interesting, you gotta
yeah.
explore this one. Why it is not interesting? Yeah, you gotta come with your pure with your perspective about this one. For example, mostly not interesting. Why is not interesting? You could
Yeah.
explain it. Okay, and then it is the same also. Student are
Okay.
lack of listening skill. Why did you claim the student here lack of listening skill? You gotta come with the evidence, with the proof. For example, here you can come 80% of the student they're A in learning English. Yeah.
Okay.
And then next one, student had troubles in understanding the meaning of information in the recording. And then next one here, identification of the problem. Why did you put recording here? Recording, it seems like you were asking the student to try to record their uh, audio or video, and then that one they have to analyze the recording, but there are no significant relevant with the pop song itself here. Yeah, recording and then pop song, yeah, it's kind of random. Yeah. And the next
Okay.
one, method of the study. For your method of the study here, all good, I guess. I'm gonna skip this one. Yeah. uh Okay, to the finding. To be honest, in reading your finding here, it seems like really strange to me. Yeah, real random here. The excellent one, good one, enough, poor, and then very poor, and then only the note you put up there here is the pre-test and then post-test. Yeah, and then why. Uh, if you try to read this one starting from the right here, okay, bird of the, what is it, bird of the pre-test and then post-test, they got very poor. So what is it here? Pre-test, post-test, and then they consistent in making their percent on it. And then after that one, we go to the excellent. We go to the excellent here. It is 50% of post-test and then 0% of pre-test. So where's the rest of 50%? Because when we try to when we try to make a cumulative one, so it should be 100% on
Okay.
it.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then this is really ambiguous. Yeah, I
Yeah.
don't get it yet. The way that you try to share your finding. Yeah. And
Okay.
then next one, okay, you're mentioning about T calculation, the table, and then significant, and then this one, it should be a complete kind of formula that you gonna use. Yeah, it's not only this one. Yeah,
Yeah. Okay.
okay. And then what is it? Analyzing the data table of critical values. Why did you have to put this one? I can barely see the number that you put on this table.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, this is useless. You don't have to put this one. Okay.
Okay.
Okay, and then for the conclusion here, it is simply what is it? It is simply okay. It is SMKN 59 Jakarta, and then the previous one is the same. It is SMKN or it is SMA? Huh?
SMK. It is the
SMK.
same. Yes. Exactly. It is
Okay.
SMKN. Yeah.
Uh-uh. That was for your PowerPoint presentation. I'm gonna stop sharing, and then now please open up your complete thesis then, Anna.
Okay.
Now let's try to check your complete thesis. Okay, but my question, how many times did you consult with your advisor, Anna?
Sorry, Mister.
How many times did you consult with your advisor, consulting with your advisor?
Each chapter or all chapter.
It's up to you. Starting from the beginning till completing this thesis. How many
The
times?
from the beginning. For I guess for chapter one, I met Mr. Owl for around 3 times for completing the chapter one, and then the chapter two. I don't really remember, but I guess it is kind of a quite long time because I don't know, I don't remember actually. I think about 3 times also, and for the next chapter, this is the long time that I
Okay, that's
consulted to
enough.
him.
That's enough. That's enough. In total, just give me in total.
3, 6, 17, around
Okay.
17 or
Okay.
18.
Thank you, Anna. Now let's have a look at your complete thesis, starting with abstract.
Yes.
Abstract, it's mean here a short kind of summary of your thesis, starting with the goals, starting with the aim of this research, and then after that one, mentioning the method, and then how did you collect the data, and then after that one, the finding and conclusion. So it should be really short and simple. And then you are putting everything here, yeah, so you don't have to put this long kind of abstract, okay?
Yes.
And the next one for your first chapter, yeah, for your first chapter, uh, for your first chapter here, okay, I hate when I read English is an international language. That's the classic, yeah. There are too many of your friends that using English as international language here. You may use different kind of sentence, different kind of phrases that
Yeah.
uh, got the same meaning on it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Do not use this one, yeah. And then uh, next, you are still using the reference here from 2009. And then how many times that I told all of your friends from class of 2015, class of 2016, also class of 2017. All the reference that you can use, yeah, for your reference here for thesis, it should be about 2010. So 2009 here, you have to revise this one. Yeah.
Right. Yes, Mr.
Okay. And then while making or creating a background of the study, you have to put also the percentage on it. Yeah. Your previous result of interview with the teacher. Yeah. And then also the result of observation. Yeah. And then maybe the result of interview with the students. Yeah. And
Yeah.
then also with the questionnaire. You have to put this one on your background of the study. So
Okay.
that will be the basic important point to show the reader, yeah, if you have something that can attract them to read your thesis. Okay, you
Okay.
have to revise that one. And then for the identification of the problem, that's okay. And then this one, limitation of the problem. Limitation of the problem here, why did we have to limit the problem? Yeah, because you are going to, you only focus on the school that as the location for your research. So you're gonna mention here the class of the school and then the name of the school. That's what we call by limitation of the problem. Your
Yes.
result, your finding here, it will be special only for a certain context of your research. Yeah,
Okay.
what class and then what school that you use. Yeah, and then for the significance of the study, uh, I already explained it to all of your friends. It should be on two kind of significant of the study. The first here, it should be based on theory or theoretically, and second one practically. And I guess you haven't watched the previous thesis defense or the previous thesis exam, Anna. Because if you really watch the previous one, you're gonna understand, yeah, every single time that your friend trying to make the limitation of the problem and then also significant of the problem of the study here, it should be based on two, and then it should be based on the school and then the location. Yeah.
Yeah, Mr.
And then next one, yeah, this is for the chapter 2 or second chapter of your thesis, pop song, what it called by the random one, because there, what is it? What are those pop song that you mean here? Yeah, and then you come with definition of pop song. There are no expertise. There are no expert that mentioning here about your definition of pop music. So you better try to find any other author or reference that mentioning about pop song, so that can support your uh, opinion about pop song itself. You're quoting from Pete Seeger here, but no year and then no page of the paper or page of the book. Yeah, and the next definition of song. Yeah, if you try to use here pop song, you have to use all the time pop song. Maybe you can start with the definition of pop, the first, and then second one, song. So it will be relevant.
Okay.
You're discussing a pop song. First, you're going to discuss a pop, and then second one, it is a song. So it will be a pop song. Yeah. And then next, Wang. Okay, Wang here, and then Lip, it is from 2008. Yeah, we are not using this one. Yeah, it
Yes.
is
I'm sorry, Mr.
okay. And then Liao 2006. Come on. Yeah, and Jiang
Yes.
2004. Really? We're not going to use this one. And the next, general concept of English pop song as a teaching media.
Yeah.
Wow, it is 1993. Really? How old are you now? Anna, you were quoting from 1993, yeah? And then now we are on 2021. Can you ever imagine how long, how old this book that you're using?
I
Okay?
consider that, yes.
Okay. Yeah. And then next you're discussing your listening. That's okay. Listening comprehension, process of listening, strategies, model listening, function of listening. Okay, and then here it is a double. The previous you're mentioning about listening, and then B section, you also mentioning about listening skill. Why? What happened here? Why the twice that you're discussing about listening? You have to recheck this one, yeah? Maybe you are thinking, I'm not gonna read this one, I'm gonna read it, yeah?
Yes.
You don't have to put this twice, yeah? And then, uh, the first you have to put teaching, listening, using pop song. Yeah, that will be the previous one when you discuss a pop song. And then the second one, you have to put also teaching listening skill using pop song in senior high school or in a vocational high school based on your setting of the research. Okay?
Okay.
And then for the theoretical framework, it should be graphic on it. You have to create, you have to make graphic. Every single time that I give the examination for your friend that joining Thesis defense and also Thesis exam, I continuously repeating, you have to create a graphic while making a theoretical framework. Okay? And then time and place of the study. Time and place of the study here, you have to consider when that you conducted this research. Yeah, you're not mentioning here, yeah, when that you already conducted this research. Yeah, so you have to put it here, the
Yes.
month, okay, how long did you conducted this research. And then second one, the method of the study. This is a good kind of reference Creswell, but why is 1994? Yeah, we got Creswell 2012. Yeah, okay, why the always straight when talking about 1994 and then we have the Creswell 2012? Because you are still using the classic one 1994 and then we have Creswell 2012. So which one that you're going to use? You have to use the 2012. Okay?
Okay.
And then okay, this one is interesting. Last paragraph of your method of study, you're mentioning Indonesia is in sorrow. I guess it is not only in Indonesia, but all over the world here, my dear, yeah?
Yeah.
And then hit by the COVID-19 very pandemic. So what happened with this sentence? Yeah? So you don't have to put this one. It seems like you try to localize your research, yeah? So you can put it is a worldwide kind of virus pandemic, yeah? Next one. Okay, that should be okay for your chapter 3. And then for chapter 4 here. Okay, I hate when you try to mention about AAM for the table 4.1 here. What is it AAM? What is it AM? What is it
Mr.
ASM? Yeah?
Actually, this is the student's name, but my lecturer, which is Mr. Out, said that it is not relevant when you put the long name of your subject observation or yeah, the person that I observe. It is apa ya?
Okay, I'm gonna tell you, cut it out. This name are your participant. So
Yes.
it is not relevant when you put their name as your participant like this one. What is it AAM? What is it AAP? So
I
you have to put their name because they participate on your research, yeah?
okay.
Okay, what is it MDF? What? That's
It
really random, yeah?
that's
You have to,
initial
yeah,
actually.
I know it, and I know that the initial, but you have to put their name,
Yes.
yeah?
Yeah.
And then student pre-test and post-test score here. When you try to describe your finding, first you gotta describe, you gotta put the pre-test, yeah? So not mixing all at the same time. The first you come with the pre-test, yeah, the pre-test score, and then after that one, you have to put also the table for uh, point two maybe, and then after that one, especially for the post-test result, yeah. So
Okay.
not putting all of this one, and
Yeah.
then you have to consider also not only putting table on it, but you have to put what is it? A diagram on it,
Diagram.
yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
That diagram that mentioning pre-test and post-test score, yeah.
Yeah.
And then okay, look at this one. Where's your data analysis here? It seems like only description of the data and then interpretation of the data. Why? When we try to talk about finding, the first here it is description of the data. Second one, it is the analysis of the data. And the last one, it is interpretation of the data. Yeah. So
Yeah.
three section. And then you come here with A findings. Number one, the description of the data. And then suddenly A, interpretation of the data. That's a random one. Yeah, you're gonna revise that. And then while doing the data interpretation here, it is based on data analysis, which is you don't have the data analysis here. Okay?
Yeah.
Okay, you have to put the data analysis, and then after that one, try to interpret your data analysis. And then last one, chapter 5 here, the conclusion and then suggestion. Okay, all good, I guess, for your uh, conclusion. And then your appendix, lesson plan. Okay, and then what about the documentations?
It is on the last pages.
Okay, okay. The documentation here is, what is it?
I'm doing the research by online class by Zoom
By
meeting.
online class, but it seems like a university student wearing the university jacket here. Uh, it is not a vocational high school, I guess.
You, Mr. mean the student? No, that's the teacher. That's the picture of my teacher actually in the screen.
Okay. Okay, thank you very much. And then you gonna revise totally all of your tasks, yeah, Anna? And then please make it as soon as possible, yeah. Thank you very much for
Thank you
attending
very much
this
also, Mr.
thesis defense. And then, by the way, you were born on February 17,
Yes, which
1997,
is
and then
today.
today
Yeah.
is your birthday. Happy
Yes.
birthday to you,
Thank
Anna,
you
Rizky,
very
yeah.
much, Mr.
And what a great day, I guess. Today you got your
Such a
thesis
great day.
defense,
Yes.
yeah. And then it is also your birthday, yeah. Thank you very much.
Thank you
And
very
after
much.
this one, I'm gonna publish it, yeah, for
Yeah.
all the thesis defense participants for today. Let's
Right.
hope you will pass or you will graduate
Amin.
based on your score, ya. And the last, saya say Allahumma fiq wal hadi ila sabil rasad. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Thank you very
Waalaikumsalam
much,
warahmatullahi
Ana.
wabarakatuh. Thank you, Mister.
Oke, selamat ulang tahun kali lagi.
Terima kasih.